Because when there is talk, and there's literature about couples finance, there are books around couples finance. So there's this whole concept of yours, mine, and ours, right? In terms of
Yes.
having different bank accounts,
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So what is the individual accounts is probably you are
Yeah.
free to use it the way you like, right?
Yeah.
And whatever is ours is basically it goes into
joint account.
joint
Yeah.
account, and that kind of takes care of expenses. So do you also have something similar in place, or how does it work?
We don't have joint account.
Okay.
It works similarly, I
Okay.
would say,
Okay.
but in from our own accounts.
Okay.
So, like I said, we even now we do our finances collaboratively. But now I take care of the rent. He takes care of the utilities.
Okay.
Early on, I think when I was saving, of course it is our saving. I'm
Right.
not saying that it is my saving, but I could manage to build a certain portfolio,
Right.
whereas he did not,
Okay.
which at one point I felt is wrong. Fine, we are a couple, we are together, it is ours. But I feel that you should be secure and strong as an individual and as a couple. So when we realized this, we started, he also started his savings, investments, and then the roles reversed. I pay the rent, he takes
Okay.
care of the utilities. Utilities are little less,
Okay.
so he can invest more. Whereas now I have built a decent portfolio. Now I want to take care of bigger expense, which is probably rent right now
Right.
in Pune. So that's how we managed that.
Yeah, so that's the balance we could come at. Now that her portfolio is at a good state, maybe it's time now I should start building my portfolio. Because as she said, individual security, that feeling of that you are financially secure
Right.
as an individual is
Right.
very important.
Correct.
At the back of the mind you are very clear that नहीं नहीं ये इसका है,
हाँ,
वो मेरा
हमारा
ही है, या मेरा है, या वो इसका ही है.
ऐसा
That is,
नहीं होता, but
हाँ.
because you know what, I've also I know people, some are friends, relatives, where the husband was taking care of the money, wife was earning, but husband is taking care of the entire money. Then they got divorced. She has left nothing with her, everything is with
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Then I also know someone, the husband was taking care of everything, she's not earning, and then he died accidentally, and she was unaware कि पैसा कहाँ है,
True.
इन्वेस्टमेंट्स कहाँ जा रहे हैं,
True.
क्या हो रहा है. So I feel that is very scary, to be honest.
Right.
So I think that we should have, see, when I say collaboratively, it's not always 50-50.
Right.
हर ट्रिप में 50-50 पैसा नहीं जाता. कभी 70-30 होता है, कभी 60-40 होता है. That is okay.
That is all right. Yeah.
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 But then building your savings is extremely important as an individual, I
Right.
think. So that is where we have come at now.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, and keeping all things aside, there should always be funds individually which you as a person need to spend on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you don't need that interference always.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
That नहीं,
Absolutely.
ये पैसे को हाथ नहीं लगाना, ये हमारा उधर जाने का पैसा है. नहीं, if you want to spend something for your own own things, you should not feel the need to ask me for it.
Correct.
You are free
That's
to
your
use
fun
it.
fund.
Yeah.
Just
Right.
because now she's the spender and
Yeah,
I'm the saver
yeah,
doesn't mean that I cannot spend. And I
Yeah.
need to ask her if I want to
Yeah.
spend
Correct.
something.
Correct. Correct.
So, wo,
So that freedom,
yeah,
basically.
individual freedom, that has to stay. That's the main point. Like, it can be small things also. It doesn't have to be big things.
Yeah.
True.
But yeah, she wants to buy clothes or I want to do my own things. It
Correct.
cannot be कि if I want to go on a trip कि मुझे इतना मेरा खर्चा आएगा. It's okay ना इतना खर्च. नहीं,
Yeah,
I
you,
think about
you
it.
make your own budget for
Understand.
yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
True. True. But you raised two very important points, right? One was about women not taking an active part, right,
Yeah.
in managing the finances, and also letting it go and not having investment in their name. So based on whatever little work that I have done on the subject, I found that it all stems from a very patriarchal kind of a mindset, right?
Right.
Wherein I don't know, for some reason, I mean, women, even though are very, very successful, sometimes more successful than men
Yeah.
in professional careers and otherwise, but somehow when it comes to money, they tend to take a back seat, right? As a woman, why do you think that is the case?
I think this is what we have seen in our families. So mother takes care of the house and father takes care of the money. This has been the case almost in all the houses, I think, a generation before us. And after a certain stage, that changed. The roles changed.
Right.
Women also started getting into jobs, but the mindset of who spends money has not changed.
Correct.
It is always the man who spends money. It is always the man who takes care of, financial planning, so to say. So that is where I think it goes wrong. Women are also a little reluctant. So am I actually, to get into कि कहाँ invest करना है क्या. Sometimes you feel you don't understand well. Sometimes you feel you have less time because you have other things also to look at. For men, maybe it's their job and maybe spend some time at home, but women are taking care of a lot of other things.
Right.
The children, the in-laws, घर में क्या खाना बनना है, क्या करना है, everything. In that, probably they don't have time for this,
Okay.
or they don't want to have time for this. They feel कि कर लेंगे, मुझे क्यों इसमें देखना है अब और. So that is second part which I feel. But very fortunately now you have people who can guide you.
Correct.
So for me also, I was also in this stage. Of course, I was never someone who would say कि Yatish, you look into this. I wanted to get into this from the very beginning, but I did not have time initially. But then I started working with Pine Fortune Investments
Right.
with Nisha Patodia, and she has been a consultant for a very long time now.
Nice.
And something that I can't do, she helps me doing it.
Okay.
But it's not something that I am doing, I'm asking Yatish to do for me.
Right.
It is under my name.
Right. Right.
I am making those decisions. I am making those transactions. She's just helping me do that, which I can't do in my own time.
Right.
So I think these are the two things where women, fall short and can take help now, I think.
And amazing. I mean, thank you for pointing that out. And I think the message that I am taking away is that probably you have to take an active interest into it.
Yeah.
But given your and women are known to be multitaskers and better multitaskers
Yeah.
at that, right? So maybe even you already have too much on your plate, so it tends to get
Yeah.
relegated to the background. But from a point of view of security, it becomes extremely important that you build
Absolutely.
assets in your name,
Absolutely,
right?
yeah.
To avoid the kind of situation that you mentioned, and also be aware, right? And if it's too much for you to handle on your own, do hire an expert,
Exactly.
have an advisor who to do it for you.
Yeah.
But definitely, I mean, don't ignore it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's a message to take away from this.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Right. You want to add anything to that, Yatish?
No, definitely now women should be part of your financial planning. That's you cannot take that away.
Yeah.
I don't know about what people think, but at least for personally me, I think if a woman or your partner, for
Right.
that matter, if she is contributing, it will definitely help you achieve your couple goal as well as your individual goals as well. Both.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it is true. I definitely believe that women do have financial clarity more, and the vision, not a long term vision, maybe short term vision as well on how that particular thing can be achieved. So yeah, definitely it really helps in that aspects.
Yeah. Just to add to your point, right? I mean, so there's some research. I don't know how authentic it is, but these kind of things tend to surface around Women's Day and so on. So that women tend to be better fund managers than men, and funds that are managed by women have done better than funds managed by men,
Men.
right? So that's probably an interesting take on that,
Yeah.
right?
Maybe the research was done by a woman.